Hi, this is James from Tabletop Gaming Guild, and today we're going to take a look at the game Planet. Planet is a 2 to 4 player game where you're going to be trying to create different regions on your own customizable planet through drafting throughout the game and trying to attract different species of animals to your planet, and the person with the most points wins. Now, this game is published by Blue Orange Games, and I'm just going to go over a brief overview of how to play the game, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to give you my final thoughts. All right, so this is the game Planet. So in the game Planet, what you're going to do is you're going to try to fill out this little globe, where you're going to fill out this globe, and you're trying to attract as many of these different animals as you can. And this is how you're going to set up your game. Now, there are a lot of animal cards, and you're only using like a small portion for each game. So there's a lot of variety in what cards come out for each game. Oops, I did mess something up here. Sorry. These are the cards that you play. There's still one more row. So before the game starts, you're going to shuffle these up and hand one of them out, and these are going to be the end game bonus for that player. So this one reads that for if you have 13 desert locations, 13 desert locations, you'll get 2 points. 15 you get 4, 17 you'll get 6, 20 you'll get 8, and 23 you get 10. So that's an alternate goal that you're trying to get during the game. Now, as the game goes by, you're going to place these magnetic tiles onto here. And what you're going to do is each round, whoever the first player is going to select one of these tiles and put it on their globe. For the first 2 rounds, you're just doing that. So let's say I pick this one and I'll pop it on there. Then there'll be several remainders. The remainders get set onto a different pile, and they'll get actually reshuffled once you get down to this end, because you'll need them for the last 2 picks. Each pile is a pile of 5. So then you will do it again. We'll just move these ones off to the side. Then let's say I picked this one. Okay, so I'll put it here. Now we're going to do our third draft, and on the third draft there'll be an animal available. So I'll just randomly pick this one and put them on here. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to take a look at this animal, and this animal is going to want the most ice spaces that aren't near desert, so not touching desert. So if I had this desert over here touching these ice spaces, none of them would count. But right now, and this is all connected, so the highest number connected. So right now I have 3 connected ice spaces. If that's the most, I gain the card. If I'm tied with someone else, it gets moved into the next round. But let's say I have that. So I now have these 2 cards in my area. We'll draft again and do the same thing. And like this one here is going to be the most the highest number of connected ocean spaces that are next to that touch a mountain. This one, same idea, highest number of ocean spaces that touch a forest, and so on. So basically, those are the different criteria you're going to look at are going to be the cards that are out. Now, there's some special ones that look a little odd here, like this one here. This is going to be the highest number of ice spaces that aren't connected. So each one of you have that's their own little grouping. You'll count that up, and the person with the most of those gains that card. You'll keep going until you have drafted all of the region tiles, and your globe will be completely full. You'll see all the animals that you've got. Each animal that you got is worth 1 point, and then you're going to look at here and see however many of these that you fulfilled, and that you get those points, and the person with the most points wins the game. Let's go ahead back up to the table here, and I'll give you my final thoughts on Planet. So as a kid's game, I really like this. I love playing Planet with my 2 younger daughters. They really like the putting those little regions on the giant chunky planet. They really like trying to attract the different animals. They, of course, because they're very young, they have their favorite animals. So it's really cool to try to show them, like, try to give them like different pointers and stuff on how to get that animal. So they'll focus on like, hey, well, maybe I need to get more of these ice things, and watching them like work out how to do that, and for when that animal pops up, so they can get it. Really fun, really cool. The only little weird thing in the game is sometimes it's really hard to count, just because of like the color, the way they pick the colors and stuff. Sometimes, and the globe itself. Sometimes it's really hard to count however many you have for younger children. So a lot of times I'll count them for them. So they'll just hand over the globe and I'll count them for them. But really, really fun game. Like I said, if you have younger children and you're looking for a fun, easy to teach game that has a lot to keep their attention, like those big chunky planets, with putting those on, seems to keep them busy, seems to keep them interacted, and they love the little pictures, wonderful little pictures of all the different animals. And I think they did a really good job of picking some of the ones that like kids like. So really highly recommend this game if you have any young children you want to play a game with. And that is Planet. Thank you for watching.